Hi, my name is Paula Galvin. I'm a primary school teacher. I've recently retired from 24 years at Clonburris National School in Clondalkin. So I've been working on lots of issues on global justice issues with the children over the past 10 to 12 years. And more recently, that focus has been on the most important one at the moment, of course, the climate crisis. So throughout my teaching, I've always tried to look at creative and innovative ways of teaching global justice issues. So one of the methodologies I've been using for a number of years is poetry. So initially, we would have explored maybe poetry from the global south or our own Irish writers' views around a lot of things. And then I moved on to getting the children to actually write their own poetry. So for me, it's been a wonderful sort of journey in getting children who maybe would feel reluctant to maybe express their feelings, but by writing them down, I think they become more comfortable. So this is a project I've been running for some time. So for COP28, people like myself were asked to submit a project we've been working on. So I submitted mine, which I called Poetry for Climate Justice and Climate Action. And it was one of 5 selected to be presented at COP28 in Dubai. So, I mean, to say I'm honoured and privileged is an understatement. So it's a fantastic opportunity for me to really showcase the voice of the child and let people listen to them. So the children have written some amazing poetry which really gets to the heart of the climate crisis, and also, and more importantly for me, is, you know, it impels people hopefully to action. So when we started talking about the climate crisis, the children, you know, obviously they're children, they cried, they got upset, they're worried about, you know, animals becoming extinct and, you know, the increase in floods and droughts and all of that that's going on around the world. So we then looked at how we can explore these feelings. So we began by, you know, looking at the beauty of the world and writing poetry about the beauty of the world. Then we did a lot of work around, you know, empathy. And if one of the exercises we did was imagine you're a tree. You know, it can be a tree in the Amazon rainforest or a tree somewhere else, and you know your roots are being destroyed, you're being uprooted from your home. So what would that feel like? So they wrote poems about that. They also wrote poems about you know, the state of our oceans, where there's more plastic than animal life in the sea. And then we moved on to, and this was, I suppose, where kids could really express their feelings about the damage done to Earth. We moved on to something which I call Earth to Humans. So I say to the children, you are the Earth. So it explores ideas around personification. So I say, you are the Earth. You speak to the humans about what they've done. So they all write very, it's just a very effective means, I think, of getting those feelings out. So the children have written really powerful poetry. So in one of them, they end with, it begins, the earth is poor. So we have, you know, we've depleted it of its minerals, of its, you know, forests and so on. And the final 2 lines in this poem are, the earth has had enough, hear her roar. So for me, it's a really, you know, it's a sort of a call to wake up and to action. And there's another poem, and it ends with, the earth has no sequel. So again, that idea of there is no planet B, you know, we have the one planet, it's our shared home, and we need to respect it. So it's a project I've been doing since, I suppose, about 2018, 2019. So I use the poetry to say, when we've done the sort of science of the climate crisis, so, you know, we've learned about the Industrial Revolution, we've learned about deforestation, we've learned about the mess of the ocean. So they have the scientific knowledge, and then I think the poetry is, it's a great way to bring it out, and it's really powerful. So I was also involved with an Erasmus Plus project on, it was called Climate Curriculum for Climate Action. So it was a project done with partners in Leeds, Development Education Centre, with schools in Dortmund in Germany and schools in Sarif, which is near Antalya in Turkey. So this poetry project was one of the methodologies that I brought to the table for this. Another was peer learning. So it became a huge part of the project for me, and I then delivered that to schools in Leeds, to the partners in Leeds at a transnational meeting, and also when we went to Germany, I delivered that. I've also delivered it to teachers CPD, you know, and I would deliver it to BEd students when I lecture in DCU. So for me, it's really taken legs, and it's running, you know, and it's also got great interest from lots of interested parties. So I'm really hoping at COP28 that people see this as it's a unique, as far as I know, it's a unique methodology for teaching about climate change, the climate crisis. So
that's brilliant. Yeah.
I'm hoping to get the word out.
That's brilliant, Paula. Well done. You're doing great work.
The earth is poor. The earth is screaming and crying for help. But its screaming is muffled by the arrogance and laziness of the people on earth.
The earth is poor. We have extracted all its valuables without hesitation.
Her wildlife becomes extinct. Her sea is choked with plastic. The earth has had enough. Hear her roar!
Humans, we are Earth's greatest enemy. We are oblivious to the impact of our actions on the world. We need to do something and fast. All we are doing is kicking someone while they're down. We are responsible for the fall.
Crops are failing, causing starvations. Millions of people are dying. The sea levels are off the charts.
I am appalled by humans. The earth needs a voice that can be heard by everyone.
The earth is our home. It feeds us, showers us in care. We tried to kill it.
I don't understand. Our planet is in danger. The crisis is major. Our seas are drowning in plastic. We need to do something drastic. Stop the global warming. Stop the planet harming. Stop the jungles going. Stop the carbon flowing. Stop the meat munching. Start the veg crunching. Stop the lawn mowing. Keep the wildflowers growing. I am Mother Earth. I gave you life. I have treated you with fairness all these years, but you have given me nothing but taking my inners. Why can't you help me? You are really wealthy. Cut it out. I'm exhausted. You cut down my trees that belong to me. Stop before a disaster comes. There will be no disaster because we will act faster. We are on a roll, so do what you're told.